can't even see. Here, let me... I can't even see y'all. The sun is blaring. I can't even see y'all. Let me get out the sun. Let me see. Nope, still can't see y'all. I can see y'all a little bit. Hi. I'm in search of a shower. That's what I'm finna do. I'm tired of explaining things to people. I don't have nothing to explain to people. I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. I don't have nothing to justify to nobody. I'm sick of feeling like I have to justify anything to anybody, prove anything to anybody. It's not worth it. All I care about is my body being clean at this point. Everything else is bullshit today. I don't care about nothing else. Nobody's outside opinions. Nobody's projections. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I give a fuck about cleaning my body today. And after that, I'll figure out whatever else. But I'm tired. I've allowed so much stuff to take place in the last 2 years. I've given people so many passes. I have not made people respect my boundaries in the past. I have not stood in my power in the ways that I could have in my past. And I'll take full responsibility for that. But that shit is fucking over with as of last night. Like, no. If I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. If I don't feel safe, it's over. If I don't, no. It's not, it has nothing to do with creativity. It has nothing to do with work ethic. It has nothing to do with none of that shit. And it never really did. It was always about people trying to have some sense of control or some power or some say-so in my life. And it was people that had no fucking say-so, that was thirsty for say-so, because it was monetary. It was some monetary gratification involved. And that's great. God bless them. But as of yesterday, that shit is over with. All the way over with. And all I care about right now is getting my body clean. I put a tweet out last night. I didn't get no responses back. I saw a couple things on Instagram, but I didn't trust that shit because it was real vague. Like, you know, people, if they want to help you, they'll just help you. If they want to. Nobody has to do anything for you, but if they want to, they'll do it. Hey, I live on, 183rd and Northwest. You could come through here if you want to. It's real easy. Okay, that's where you stay. You know what? When you think you're gonna be home? I'll take the bus there. I'll do this. You know what I mean? I'll start figuring out my options. I'll start, making it happen. I just want the opportunity. I need the help. And so it's like, I ain't even asking nobody for money. I want to just go shower and clean myself. If that is cool with you. I asked if people lived in Miami Beach. I stay on 8th and Washington or whatever the fuck. It's real easy if you want to do it. But even in that, you can't even be vulnerable and honest with people without them trying to play you on some slick shit. It's real, I'm over it. It's like, either you want to do it or you don't. And if you don't, that's okay. Nobody's obligated. Nobody is obligated. But, don't try to play me neither. Don't try to, throw me in a trick bag like I'm a sucker. Why are you even following me? What's up with you? So anyway, that's the update. That's what Aarona's doing first. I'm not creating shit. I'm not doing nothing. I'm trying to get clean. I want to shower. I want to scrub my fucking legs now. That's what I want. Nothing else is important. And that's what I'm doing. For everybody who was curious, who had weird roundabout ways of trying to follow me. Because even everything that's transpired at this location, I peeped, but I ain't post. Because I'm like, I don't care. I'm not the one desperately looking for me or whatever. people went out their way in the last few hours, like came in cars and did all kind of looking and, you know, and all that shit happened. I'm not even making it up. And I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just keep it to myself. I was like, in the big scheme of things, it's not important. I don't even care about none of that. Oh, by the way, while I'm got y'all live and while we in real time, I'm peeping also that police SUV conveniently parked 2 stores away, because I know that them motherfuckers is involved too. When I left Time Out Miami last night, because I said I was leaving, because I went there, it was like closed down. I went and just went up the street from it and like just sat on the curb. I just wanted some peace and quiet to myself, some time to put my thoughts together, some time to figure out, okay, this is what's happening, this is where I'm at, this is what's going on. Fine, I don't care. I'll take it from here and figure out what I need to do from here. And I was sitting by myself doing that, and all of a sudden, cars was rolling up on me. People was being like extra just because they were repeating shit that I posted about, and it was like, okay, whatever. Everybody was talking about the museum. I done been here this whole time. I ain't heard nobody say shit about that museum since I started posting about it. But I leave Time Out Miami, and I didn't run into like the my friend. He didn't tell me his nationality, and I'm not rude like that. I'm not gonna just guess or nothing. But my Latino friend who worked there, the guy who was picking up yesterday and the night before and was cleaning up or whatever, we spoke in Spanish, and you know, he was helpful, and I decided to leave. And as I'm walking, you know, away, and I was like, well, maybe I should go get breakfast or whatever. Of course, I go and I see everybody at McDonald's. I'm like, I ain't going to McDonald's. I ain't going to nowhere that I've previously been, because I already know people are watching my stuff, trying to preconceive what I'm doing, where I'm going, and it's corny. I don't want to be around that element. I don't want to be around those people. I want to be by myself so I can collect my energy and figure out what the fuck I want to do. And sure enough, it was motherfuckers standing outside that McDonald's texting and doing all this shit. And I look at them and I'm like, I shrugged my shoulders and kept walking. I'm like, I'm not going there. And as I passed the stoplight, 2 Miami Beach police cars come by. I was like, yeah, they probably thought I was going to McDonald's. No. And then as I like crossed that, I didn't go to Dunkin' Donuts. I didn't go to the Starbucks. I didn't go to none of the places that I had previously went. Then another car came coming around. And, you know, nobody could do nothing to me. I bought food. I patronized. You know, even though the dude was weirdly trying to overcharge me, tried to charge me $8 for a 6-inch sub. And I'm like, wait, first of all, I was going to get the breakfast stuff. Your cheapest breakfast sandwich is $3.99. I asked you about breakfast. You can't give me a straight answer. So now I don't even want the breakfast. Just give me a 6-inch meatball. And the 6-inch meatball was 4 something. He charging me 8 something. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what is happening with you? What are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I low-key want to leave. I was like, just give me the 6-inch sub, G. And I don't care about nothing else. Forget everything. Just give me the sub. I'll take that and I'll be done about my business. And then he charges me for it. I pay for it. I sit down. I don't even eat because I wasn't even really hungry. I really just wanted to be alone. But I also knew because I was being followed, if I didn't make a purchase, some nosy motherfucker somewhere was going to make up some lie about, yeah, it's a homeless woman in here just did it. So I bought the fucking food. Just so motherfuckers will leave me alone. Finally, I get to chewing on the food, eating the food or whatever a little bit. I look on the receipt and I notice he charged me for chips. So had I paid with my card, which they was probably hoping I did so they could alert the Trump motherfuckers, had I paid with my card, it would have showed up as a transaction at this location. Police would have showed up right on cue because they're tracking all of my transactions. So they would have known, okay, yeah, we know that she's here because we looking at her debit card information. her debit card transactions, and then they would have saw the receipt, and the receipt wouldn't have shown a sub purchase, it would have shown a chip purchase. Right. Was happy that I paid with cash. Shout out to my Latino friend. That's what I'm trying to tell you about manipulation, and how I know and how I can feel this shit, and how it's palpable to me. It doesn't matter what's being said out of people's mouths. It doesn't matter what the situation appears to be. I can see and feel deeper than that sometimes. And when I know it's bullshit, I know it's bullshit. When I know it's bullshit, I know it's bullshit. And when I've decided already, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be bothered. There's nobody that's going to change that for me just because they have specific, good or bad. When I've decided that, I'm straight on that. Because of X, Y, and Z, I need a little space right now. So I'm good. I don't want to deal with this. All I expect is for people to respect that, because I spend my whole time trying to respect what they want and do my best to go out my way to give people what they want. But when it's my turn, it's always so hard for people to grasp that concept. For me. And this shows up in so many areas of my life, from family to friends or whatever. Once again, I'll take full accountability for being a bad boundary setter. I'll take full accountability for letting people walk over me when I should have spoke up and said more. I'll take full accountability for not clearly communicating sometimes. I understand. Everybody don't see things the way I see it. I'm not, I might have thought I said something clearly and effectively, but it could have been twice as confusing. I'll take full responsibility for that. I get it, and I apologize. But when shit is wrong, and I know it's wrong, and I feel it's wrong, and I decided I don't want nothing to do with it, don't push me. Please don't push me. Just respect it, and let me vibe, let me flow. I no longer want to be here because of what just transpired in there. Like, I was minding my business. Ma'am, you have to get up and go. I was like, what? You gotta, because you've been here. And I'm like, right, because I've been here, I have to go. In a 24-hour establishment where I made a purchase, where I could purchase, you want me to purchase something else? But when it's my turn, it's always so hard for people to grasp that concept. For me. And this shows up in so many areas of my life, from family to friends or whatever. Once again, I'll take full accountability for being a bad boundary setter. I'll take full accountability for letting people walk over me when I should have spoke up and said more. I'll take full accountability for not clearly communicating sometimes. I understand. Everybody don't see things the way I see it. I'm not, I might have thought I said something clearly and effectively, but it could have been twice as confusing. I'll take full responsibility for that. I get it, and I apologize. But when shit is wrong, and I know it's wrong, and I feel it's wrong, and I decided I don't want nothing to do with it, don't push me. Please don't push me. Just respect it, and let me vibe, let me flow. I no longer want to be here because of what just transpired in there. Like, I was minding my business. Ma'am, you have to get up and go. I was like, what? You gotta, because you've been here. And I'm like, right, because I've been here, I have to go. In a 24-hour establishment where I made a purchase, where I could purchase, you want me to purchase something else? What is this about? And then ain't nobody in the store. Commercially, you would think they would appreciate the business, but whatever. And as soon as I look over and see this chick by herself, ain't got no product, nothing, ain't purchased shit, ain't said shit. She don't have to go, but I gotta go. Okay, y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good day. I'm not finna argue with y'all. I'm gonna come outside and talk to my fan base. And if you got something to say about it, it's because your bitch ass is watching me be me. Because I gave you what you wanted. You wanted me to leave. I'm out. I'm not back in there. So what do you have to say at this point? What's your issue with me at this point? I walked out. What do you want? Fuck you want? You wanted me to be arrested for some bullshit that I didn't even do. Because some cop or somebody paid you to be that way. Okay. I get it. I'm just not going to give you what you want. Because, bitch, I like my freedom. So, that's what happened. I'm about to tell Twitter the same thing because these Instagram lives deleting 24 hours. And I've also, due to the things that have happened to me, y'all forget, yesterday was my sister Andrea's birthday. I don't like that bitch. That bitch does not like me. Never has liked me. She's been jealous of me our entire life and existence and has done some very heartbreaking, very hurtful shit to me throughout our life because of her petty ass jealousy. And this time last year, I was snatched from a fucking airport in Atlanta because of her fucking jealousy. I was on my way to a party that 50 Cent was allegedly attending. He might not even showed up to the motherfucker. But supposedly he was going to go to the party. It was being thrown by one of his boys. I wanted something happy to celebrate. I know Fifth's a Cancer. I love Fifth. I wanted to go to his hometown and see him in his hometown. Everybody knows who the fuck I am. Everybody knows that I love him, including people that know me that don't want me to love him, that don't want me to see him, including that hoe. Oh, and the party's happening on her birthday, and this bitch is probably somewhere stuck in Chicago, as usual, doing the same shit she always does, because she don't do shit. And I'm in Atlanta. How dare me? Dude, when them motherfuckers snatched me from the airport, that was the most embarrassing shit that had ever happened to me up until that point. And they violated the fuck out of me. They knocked my phone out my hand. Even when I showed them the other ticket I had, they knocked my fucking phone out my hand, pinned me down, and there was a bunch of crisis actors standing around. She must have done something bad. Fuck you, you white supremacist bitch-ass motherfuckers who collaborate with the police to create this stupid shit. I ain't do a fucking thing. But I filmed it all on Instagram. And what did they do? They held me in a motherfucking cell in the airport. They lied. And they had me down there. And at that time, I had a phone that had service. So it wasn't even about a motherfucking Wi-Fi signal. They couldn't even do that shit. They locked me up and separated me from my property. And you know what they told me? Well, we've already spoke to Elisa and Andrea. How the fuck you speak to Elisa and Andrea and I ain't spoke to neither one of them hoes in a year? Why are you speaking to them? Why haven't these bitches reached out to me? These bitches got Facebook. These bitches got Instagram. These bitches got Twitter. These bitches was following me. I had to block both of them hoes because I don't trust they goofy ass. I had to block both them bitches following me. Why did I have to block them? And why are they calling you? Why am I in the Bahamas and they want me to give you my contact information with the U.S. Embassy? Why the fuck are they watching me in the Bahamas? For what? Don't they got kids to take care of that they didn't take care of? Tracy was leaving Chase with everybody. Anybody that'll pay her some motherfucking attention. My mama took care of Chase. My dad and his girlfriend would pick up Chase. Tracy lazy ass would fall asleep on him and yell at him in the house anytime he did something. I took care of Chase. Lisa did things here and there, easy shit. But she had everybody else keeping the kids and watching the kids too. And during that time, neither one of them bitches worked a job. Meanwhile, I'm over here doing my thing off of comedy money, Lyft money, whatever else I was doing, and support motherfucking families. Y'all gonna get the fuck off my timeline with this bullshit. Yeah, they were parked there the whole time when I just so happened to be asked to leave, and I didn't do anything, and I made sure that I got footage. So I just went live on Instagram because I was asked to leave somewhere that I was a paying customer for absolutely no reason. The reason was I'd been in the store too long. That was her reason. The reason that the store person said. It's a 24-hour establishment, though, and I actually still have food that hasn't been finished. I just finished this lemonade just now because I was standing outside and it's hot. But there was nobody else in the store, just myself and another young lady who clearly was in her 20s. She was a 20-something. Couldn't have been no older than 29. And she was on her phone, didn't have anything, any products or nothing. And she was sitting in there. She wasn't asked to leave. But I was asked to leave for absolutely zero reason. And for that reason, I promptly got up. I used the bathroom, although I was startled. And so now I'm angry about it. I'm very angry about it. So now my clothes are ruined, and I left, and I didn't go back in there, and I refuse to go back in there. I'm not going back in there at all. I don't care what people's plans were or whatever. But I also noticed that the only other person who happened to be in the store, the young lady, all of a sudden that car that was there just happened to be a U.S. Army vehicle. I was like, oh, okay, interesting. And ever since my post last night, people have been trying and looking for reasons to harass me and follow me. And so they thought I was going to, the previous locations that I had been. And I didn't go there. I didn't go there on purpose because I realized there are previous locations that I've been and tagged. I'm also wasting time with y'all because I'm watching that Miami police SUV pull out a 7-Eleven. I've been watching them this entire time because they were just conveniently parked there the whole time. Yeah. They were conveniently parked there the whole time when I just so happened to be asked to leave. And I didn't do anything. And I made sure that I got footage to show me leaving. I made sure. I even got footage of the store being empty with just the girl on her phone and the lady that worked there. I ain't posted because just in case they was on some, she took my picture without my permission. That stupid shit they be trying to do when they are clearly involved in wrongdoing and trying to do something evil against you. And all you're trying to do is just protect yourself. Sometimes even when you're right, it doesn't matter. Being right can get you in trouble because, you didn't have permission to take their photo, did you? Well, you took it. They had a reason for stopping you, but because you did that, we're going to keep you anyway. Stupid shit. But I didn't post it, but I have it. I could post it later. But I made sure I went live on Instagram in the moment because I know that I'm being watched and followed. Not only that, last night when I left and went to Dunkin' Donuts, I was followed by two Miami Beach police officers. They followed on foot. And I didn't say nothing. I didn't do nothing. I wasn't doing nothing wrong. So there was no reason to, get all excited or nothing like that. I knew I was going to Dunkin' Donuts. I knew I had enough to make a purchase for what I wanted to get. And when I got there, the guy behind the counter, was really prolonging the transaction. They didn't have any donuts in stock, which is weird. That's Dunkin' Donuts. Why don't you have donuts in stock? And then they only had one type of donut. And I'm like, well, do y'all have Boston cream? He's like, oh, yeah, we do. I was like, where are they? He's like, oh, the truck just showed up and we were putting it out. And I was like, okay, let me get that. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, oh, shoot, I dropped one. Damn. And I'm like, okay. He's like, but I didn't drop it on the floor. He was like, here, I'm going to give you 2 donuts and a girl. I pay for it. I look at them over my shoulder and I sit down. And then I don't even touch my donuts. I just sit and stare at them and wait to see what they finna do. So then they act like they don't, we're just officers getting donuts. So then I start making the video that I posted on my page from Dunkin'. And all of a sudden they in the store, like now they want to get loud, because I guess they assumed that I was about to rap or some shit. And they, yeah, and da-da-da. So you can hear their voices and shit in the background. Mind you, we was the only people in the store. Them and me. I'd post my video anyway because I wasn't finna rap. And that video was a thank you video for the people that tuned into the live for that concert that I did, yesterday. And that was the video. Why you worried about what I'm posting on my social media? Which they were. But because that was the video, What can they say about that? So they walked out the store. And I was in the store and I was minding my business. And then over the course of whatever transpired between that, it was an influx of people coming in, watching me, seeing what was happening, seeing what I was posting, seeing, you know, whatever, including the people that worked there. And so when I got asked, the camera said that you've been in here too long and blah, blah, blah. That's what they told me. From the cameras we've seen. Because, like, it was a total different shift, total different from the cameras we've seen. I was like, I have never. I take it back, 50. Fuck you, because you don't listen. Fuck you.